so many different kind of lasers hitting this shit.
Hi, it's 975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. And today I've got a fun snippet for you. So we were down doing some power play stuff, opposing an expansion, just having some fun, chilling out, doing some undermining. And on the way back to my carrier in my Type 10, the garbage truck of doom, suddenly I noticed a shipping system. And it was a Faz. He'd come down here. I was like, oh, it's a Faz and he's attacking me. Okay, wow. I'm not going to be able to fight him in this because, well, A, I'd already used a lot of my stuff because I'd been in the conflict zone for so long, and B, this thing sucks in PvP. It's got just some whatever pulse lasers I had left over and two large 4-shell cannons, and I think I was pretty much out of ammo for the cannons at this point. I'm not sure, but like, I'd been fighting in conflict zones, or whatever they're called, the equivalent of conflict zones for expansions that we fight in, and yeah, so I wasn't going to hang around. I entertained this guy for a while, and then low waked up, but then the guys came in and chased him away, and then I went and got a ship the more suited to fighting a Faz. There is one ship I have preference for when it comes to fighting Fazes, because I use a particularly dirty tactic, which is meant that Savage One never fought my Cobra in a 1v1 in his Faz. He'd always refuse, because it is a very good Faz killer, as Ragnar Scott found out. Ragnar Scott found himself in the same situation as this gentleman's about to find himself in. The Faz has that particular weakness. Its hard points are clustered together awkwardly. They're easy to take out with missiles, and hull tanks v missiles is just not a situation you want to be in, especially when someone who's going to be naughty and take out your weaponry. But let's just hear Scooby explaining that he chased that guy out. Back in a moment.
He's hyperdrive engaged and he's in a Faz. I can't keep up with him. He's got his high weight. Your problem has been resolved, Double.
I'm on my way to Super Cruise.
So as I headed back to my carrier to change ship into something more suitable, Skibby and the other guys made this guy a high wake, but we knew he'd be back. So there was only really one choice of ship, which we'll get back to as I pick it just after this short ad break. Enjoy. So we're going to take a pause to take a quick look at what you guys sponsor. With your guys' views, you help out Big Red Rooster Cockerel Rescue, helping out cocks of all sizes, all shapes, and for the love of the cock, keep watching so we can raise money for this lovely little animal rescue and save birds, my little co-pilot here.
Mercy is for the weak. We do not train to be merciful here. A man face you, he is enemy. Enemy deserve no mercy.
Yeah, I thought, let's go full Cobra Kai. It's faster than a Faz. It's got a very thin profile. I'm not too worried about the flechettes, but obviously the main thing is I have missiles on here, which I will use to take out his weapons, because as my instructor says,
if an enemy insists on war, then you take away their ability to wage it. Eh?
Also, this guy's about to get bundled, because when there's a bunch of Dharma Orders in a space doing PvE stuff, if you come down and attack us, you are likely to get a bad guy response as we all bundle in. Because we're down here doing PvE stuff, we've pretty much got to drive away anyone that's like looking to attack our ships, so we can get on with our PvE stuff. Because the last thing you want to do is get killed while you've got loads of merits on board. I had a reasonably decent amount of merits when I got involved in this little tussle. But like I say, the Cobra is the perfect choice against Fazes, because it just does this. It's super annoying for them to deal with. On this one, I've actually, weirdly, I don't know why, this build's been around for donkey's years, and I can't remember why we originally did it, but it's got sturdy mount missiles on it, which is a really odd choice, but does absolute deadly amounts of damage to weaponry, as you can see. This is exactly the same strategy as I used against Ragnar Scott's Faz, and like I say, this is why Savage would never fight my Cobra in his Faz, because if you have missiles, Savage would never fight you, and I don't blame him. Hull tanks versus missiles, it's a nightmare scenario. I don't have I'm not sure if I have an emissive missile on here, but these missiles, like I say, do a lot of penetration damage, a lot of damage to modules very quickly, and it's very easy to just rip the weaponry off a Faz and then leave it completely defenseless, as you can see. And then his option then is what? Reboot and repair, or run away, or do the Ragnar Scott method, which is calling a friend to help you because you've lost a 1v1 against a small ship in your Faz. That was hilarious. That couldn't have gone any better if I'd have scripted it. But like I say, the fun of using the Cobra Kai ship, this is what the Cobra is meant for. It's mercilessly like just taking people's weapons out and being annoying and a pain in the butt. I love this little ship. I wish I got to use it more often. This and my Cobra Mark IV, I love both of them. The Cobra Mark IV is my pirate ship. I use that a lot more than I use the Mark III. The Mark III was built purely as a PvP ship, and I have to be very careful myself when I use this, because obviously I'm vulnerable to missiles that contain my weaponry. But yeah, he never come back after this, and that was it. So GG to this commander. Host everyone. That's all. Thank you very much for watching.
Definitely an antisocial type. That's my other dog imitation.